Yesterday we discussed the first cultural region, that is called general cultural region, and the dry cultural region. In dry, I gave you the name of some tribal people, tribal groups. They are the kind of traders. The dry cultural region falls from, say, we can say this is Sahara. This is O. Sorry. This is the Sahara Desert. Sahara Desert has different regional names. Some stony deserts are known as Arg. Some sandy deserts are known as Reg. Some in the eastern margin, sometimes they are also known as Cone. And there are Args and Regs. These are the local names. Apart from that, they have the oasis like Birma Oasis, very prominent. Birma Oasis. So there are several other oases, difficult to recall the name of all the oases here. So here we have the basically Caspian Sea here. This is name of the desert is Rab al Khali. And Nafud. In the eastern margin, this desert is known as Nubian Desert. And not in the corner, it is only in this part of this area. And this is Das a Lut and Das a Kabir. So these are the two deserts. In Iran and in India, it is the Thar Desert. It is so basically all is spread. This dry land is spread in this entire region. Not only this area, but the dry cultural region also spread in the Central Asia also beyond this. This is all desert. The steppe grassland. This steppe grassland. The up to Mongolia, this entire region, they also falls under the same cultural realm. And this is called dry cultural realm. And here also we find this is the cold climatic conditions. This is the warm and very hot. In steppe, basically we have the different groups like Kazaks. Kazaks are there. Khyr is there, K-H-Y-R, Khyr. Then Turkmenistan, Turks are there. Uzbeks are there, Uzbek, Khyr, Kazaks, Turks, Mongols are there. All these are the different groups here, and all these regional groups, they are also leading the cold, but they are in they are the two types of desert. One is hot desert, one is the cold desert. In this cold desert, there are the two deserts called Kizilkum, name of the desert in the cold deserts. comes under Taklamakan, extension of Taklamakan and the Gobi Desert. All these are the cold desert, all these 4 deserts, and here it's spread over up to that area. In this area, basically Uzbeks, they are very, in this cultural realm, it is a very interesting cultural realm. Basically, half of the year this area is frozen, and life remain active only for rest of the 6 months in a year, half of the year. 6 महीने तो यहाँ बर्फ रहती है, so it's very cold. So during 6 months they have limited resources, and to survive on the limited resources, they don't want other people to enter in their periphery. अपने इलाके में किसी को नहीं घुसने देते, क्योंकि they have limited resources. Conditions are very cold. To protect their area, they developed very strong fighting skill. All these Central Asian cold climate, dry cultural group, they are very strong fighters. Historically, let me tell you, okay, they used to rear basically cow. Cow is the animal which could sustain in the cold conditions. Apart from cow, they also rear sheep, and they also rear some goat, like Angora goat. Angora is the goat. They also rear, Angora is good for Pasmina we obtain from the Angora goat. Apart from that, they also rear a camel that is called Bactrian camel. This region is also known as Bactrian camel. Animals in the dry region, cow, Bactrian camel. Because this, you know, there are the 2 type of camel. One is the single hump camel, one is the double hump camel. मैंने कभी बताया आपको? Yes, sir. Yes. So this camel is the double hump camel. So this is basically double hump camel. So this is double hump camel. This is called Bactrian camel. This is the habitat of this. And with the skin of this Bactrian camel, they construct temporary houses. In the quiz, you must have glanced a tent, circular tent. उस दिन क्विज में आपने सर्कुलर टेंट देखा था? What was that? It was yurt. So tent or yurt, Y-U-R-T. In Central Asia, in steppe grassland, all these tribal groups, Kazakhs, Turks, Uzbek, Kiro, Mongol, they used to construct yurt. Yurt with the help with the help of the skin of the Bactrian camel. The skin of the Bactrian camel is very thick. It can protect them from the cold, adverse climatic conditions, because this is the zone of roaring 40s and furious 50s. This is the zone of westerlies winds to blow. So when westerlies used to blow, they are very cold, very chilled, like nowadays what is happening in Delhi. So westerlies diverted towards Himalayas, and after striking Himalayas, they cannot cross Himalayas, and they shifted towards the plains of North India. So we have the cold wave nowadays. Sometimes these cold wave converted into disturbances. This is basically the tribal groups. Apart from this cow, Bactrian camel, they also rear horse, and they also rear sometimes sheep and goat. One of the goat that is called Angora goat. Angora, we extract the Pasmina wool from the wool of the Angora. Angora is a goat. Sometimes most of the students generally confuse with the sheep. It's a goat. And with the help of these different camels, force is playing vital role. Force protect them to fight the adversaries. Sometimes because to protect their area, they need to watch their area with regular intervals that no one should enter in their area. इलाके में घास लिमिटेड है और उन सब का लाइफ एनिमल्स पे है और एनिमल्स पे पूरी इकोनॉमी टिकी हुई है और उन एनिमल के खाने के लिए ग्रास ही बस, और उसी ग्रास को कोई दूसरा ग्रुप खा जाए तो उनके एनिमल्स क्या खाएंगे. सो दे नीड फोर्स टू प्रोटेक्ट देयर एंटायर एरिया. सो दैट्स व्हाई अपने एरिया को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए दे डेवलप वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग फाइटिंग स्किल ओवर द जनरेशंस. और इतने बढ़िया फाइटर होते हैं ये कि समटाइम्स दे कैन डिफीट द बिग आर्मी आल्सो. व्हाट हैपेंड इन इंडिया in 16th century, one Mongol crossed Hindu Kush, came to India, and in 1526 there was the first battle of Panipat. There was a big army, big huge Indian army, and there were only 300-400 fighters with one Mongol that is called Babur. He was from steppe grassland, from the cold climate with good fighting skill, और उसके fighter India में आ गए. They always confuse. If you read the Baburnama of 1526, it's very interesting explanation. How he made fool to the enemy's army. उसने अपने दुश्मन की सेना को किस तरह से बेवकूफ बनाया. 500 लोगों की सेना. Declaration is, I have 5,000, they are following me. 5,000 को 500 को 5,000 डिक्लेयर किया और झूठी खबरें फैलाता था अपोजिशन में, और अपोजिशन के सैनिकों को दोगुनी सैलरी देने का वायदा करता था और उनसे एग्रीमेंट करा लेते थे चोरी से, एजेंट बेच के. आपको कितना मिलता है? मुझे तो 10% मिलता है, मैं आपको 50% दूंगा, मेरी आर्मी में आ. एक जवान का मोरल डिग्रेड कर दिया उन्होंने. सो बेसिकली जब इंडिया में ये लोग बारूद रखते थे और इंडिया में आए, पहली बार बारूद के पटाखे छोड़ दिए. पहली बार राजा हाथी पे बैठा हुआ है, हाथी के नीचे पहली बार पटाखा सुन रही, हाथी भागे तो राजा पीछे हो गया, और राजा पीछे हो गया तो डिफीट हो गई. और क्या होता है? पहले war is till the king is killed or arrested, arrested. जब तक वो अरेस्ट हो जाए या वो मारा जाए तब तक वार चलता रहता था. अगर राजा का ही हाथी पीछे भाग गया तो एनिमी तो हार गया. तो इसी तरह से उन्होंने, थोड़े से लोगों ने बहुत ही चालाकी से पूरे इंडिया के बहुत बड़े एम्पायर को हरा के पूरे इंडिया पे नए तरीके से एक एम्पायर एस्टेब्लिश किया, दैट इज कॉल्ड मुगल एम्पायर. दे वर बेसिकली, see their lifestyle, they were from the steppe grassland, from the Bactrian region. They were the Mongol, and they crossed Hindu Kush mountain and came to India, north of Thar desert. They entered to India through Khyber Pass. Khyber is a place in Afghanistan through which they entered to India. So they have these small tribal groups. Their life is on animals. They keep roaming from one place to another in search of the fodder and water for their animals, and they have the cow is the main source of livelihood. They have endogamous societies, means अपने ही ग्रुप में शादी करते हैं. They cannot marry, a Turk cannot marry a Mongol sometimes. So उज़्बेक से शादी नहीं करेंगे टर्क, और उज़्बेक कजाक में शादी नहीं करेंगे. So they are the endogamous social groups, and they are the migratory one. So all they have the different type of migration. So they have the Bedouins, they have the Tuaregs, they have the Berbers, and here they are known as Hamite people. In Sahara, the Arab people who came in contact with the African people, जब अफ्रीकन लोगों के कांटेक्ट में आए तो उनको हम हेमाइट बोलते हैं. सो दे हैव द हेमाइट्स, दे आर द, यू कैन से हेमाइट्स. For Egypt and Sudan, they have Semites. And African Horn, they are the Nile River. Nile वालों को Nilotic बोलते हैं. Nilotics. So they have the different subgroups, Nilotics, and all. एक सेकंड थोड़ा वेट करना.